The man rolled down the car window and stretched his hand outside to test how deep the soil was. But the moment he applied some force, a massive surge of dirt began pouring inside. Frightened, he immediately rolled the window back up. Just as he was about to breathe a sigh of relief, the sunroof suddenly showed a crack. This sight threw him into a panic. He quickly grabbed some clear tape and tried to seal the crack, but under the enormous pressure of the soil, the tape was useless. As the crack spread wider and wider, the man had no choice but to grab the steering wheel lock and wedge it across the sunroof, temporarily preventing the glass from collapsing. But after all this struggle, he was already completely exhausted. Just then, he noticed water beginning to seep down through the sunroof. Without hesitation, he opened his mouth and greedily drank. Once he confirmed it was clean and safe, he pulled out a bank card from his wallet, folded it into a funnel shape, and fitted it into the mouth of a plastic water bottle. He then carefully fixed it to the sunroof so that the dirty water would drip straight into the bottle. Though the water problem was solved, he dared not rest. He wanted to know just how deep he was buried. So he found a thin steel pipe, drilled a small hole in the bottle cap, tied a hemp rope through it, and fixed the rope to the top of the pipe. Then he pushed it upward through the sunroof. But to his surprise, even after inserting one pipe, it still hadn't reached the surface. He had no choice but to tape two pipes together and keep pushing upward. Unfortunately, this time the resistance was much stronger. No matter how hard he pushed, the pipe wouldn't budge. Seeing this, the man fetched a car jack from the trunk. Perhaps with its help, things would go more smoothly. But just when he thought he saw a glimmer of hope, he realized that even at its maximum extension, the jack still couldn't reach the pipe. With no other option, he went at it himself, using his shoulder to press against the pipe with all his strength, forcing it upward. Then, full of anticipation, he looked up. To his shock, the other end of the pipe had indeed broken through to the surface. Overjoyed, he could hardly contain himself. But the action he took next almost cost him his life.